I'm on my way to the temple, but then this area is really famous for birds, and there's a bird sanctuary as well. So just stopped to have a look at some of the birds.
So this temple is believed to be 2,400 years old. So let's go inside the temple now and see what it's like. There was a period in time in the 80s where this whole area, this temple and everything was completely inaccessible to people because of a local terrorist group called the LTTE. Obviously, that problem has been solved, and luckily everybody can freely travel here. And you can see the Go Puja or the cow being worshipped over here. There was some special puja going on the day. So this temple has both a Shivling as well as a Parvati Devi idol. So you can't actually film those directly because they say that it loses sanctity, and so you never film the main idols in any Hindu temple. So this temple was destroyed in the 16th century by Portuguese invaders, and it has been restored. So starting from sort of like late 19th century right up to 1970, there's been a lot of restoration effects. Um, but you can see that they've still maintained that traditional sort of ancient feeling. So this area, everyone speaks Tamil, and there was very little English actually for communication. But it was just the perfect place to sit down and take in all the divine sounds and to meditate.
So, guys, I finished my darshan. So, inside, obviously, I filmed as much as I could. And, there was nobody there at where the idol was. And I thought to myself, oh, do you know what? Let me just quickly make a video. But then I felt like it just didn't feel like the right thing to do. So, I didn't take pictures of the Shivlingu here. But just a little bit of background. So this temple was built about 2,500 years ago, and they say that Maharishi Bhrigu used to worship here, and also that Ketu, one of the 9 planets in astrology, also came here, worshipped Lord Shiva, and attained moksha in this very temple. But 16th or 17th century, that period of time, the Portuguese came and destroyed this temple, and then there was no sign of this temple at all. People completely forgot about it, and in fact it had just sort of become like wild forest. Even now, if you see, there's lots of greenery around. And then one of the Hindus in this region, I forget the name, but I will find the name and put it in the description or somewhere on the screen. And he started studying all of the sort of Shiva related texts, Hindu texts, especially related to this area. And then he started digging at random. He started digging at random, and then he found the Shivlingu from that period. Lingus now are supposed to be new. It's not the original one that they found. Even the building, the construction is quite recent. I think it was in the 1950s that it was built. However, they've maintained the Dravidian style, the old style architecture, which is really beautiful. There's a great sense of peace. I can't even begin to describe how peaceful it is. And also it also has that ancient feeling. Even though it's constructed about 70 years ago, it feels so ancient, like you just literally feel like you've gone back in time. So I'm so glad I came here. It's not very crowded, as I mentioned, compared to temples in India. You just come, you can pray peacefully. Like I said, even there was nobody to monitor whether you were filming or not. There is a Shiva Lingu, and then there's a Devi idol. Just overall fantastic. Sit down and meditate over here for some time, which is what I did. So great. I feel so blessed. I was just wondering, I didn't even know how to get here, and everything. I was just reading up a little bit, and I was not even reading about getting to Mannar. I was reading about something else. And I read in that article that there's a train that goes from Anuradhapura to here. And on top of that, it was raining cats and dogs yesterday. So all of that just worked in my favor, and I came here. It's a slight detour from my original plan, but I think it's a wonderful detour. I will make my way, well, either to Kandy or Nuwara Eliya. I'm not sure where I can definitely go to Kandy, 100%. Whether I can go to Nuwara Eliya or not, I don't know. I'll find out when I get to the bus station. I'll see you a little later.
The outside scenery was like this, extremely green, clean, beautiful, and it was nice and sunny as well. A big university campus here in Vaunia as well. Inside the bus looked a little bit busy and cramped, but I was lucky to have a seat.
Good morning, guys. It's 6:20 in the morning. I am in Kandy, Sri Lanka. I reached Kandy last night after nearly 8 hours on the bus from Mannar. I wanted to carry on to Nuwara Eliya, but I just didn't have it in me to take another bus, and so I stayed the night here. Kandy is extremely significant for the Buddhists. It's almost like the Tirupati of Buddhism, because there's a temple here. It's called Dalida Malgawa. I think I'm pronouncing it right. I don't know. And it's got the tooth relic of the Buddha. So that's what I'm going to do today. So first I'm going to go to the temple and then make my way back. Make my way to Nuwara Eliya. Wow, it's so crowded already, and it looks like it's customary to wear white. I'm wearing beige, it's almost white. I should have worn white, I didn't know. So it looks like this place is very, very significant. So yeah. Some restriction on what you can and can't wear. And there's looks like more women are coming than men, because the men are just walking through, but for ladies there's a big queue. So once I've entered, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just following the crowds, but the problem is now the crowds are dispersing. They're going in different directions, so I might have to ask someone what to do. This is your entrance for foreigners, so I'm going to follow that. Thank you. So basically, if you're Indian or just SAARC countries, it's 1500 Sri Lankan rupees. It's about 500 Indian rupees to enter. If you're from other countries, it's 2000 rupees. And you have to leave your slippers. So then they give you this token, and now you can enter. So let's go inside. It's maintained very well, so I guess they need the funding to maintain it, and that's why they have tickets. It's very beautiful. Statues of Buddha, there's flowers which was smelling so fantastic, beautiful white flowers. So I just found out that where I went just now, that's not where the tooth is. The tooth is upstairs, so this is where we're going. And actually this whole part there's no videoing, but
So flowers and food offerings of rice and stuff like that was being offered by so many people. There was no incense allowed in here. I wasn't allowed to film over there, and in fact, because it was quite busy, they were just sort of like asking people to move along. So it was literally like 30 seconds in front of the tooth relic.
this is such a beautiful sight to see all these people sitting and chanting, everyone wearing white, everyone like in complete devotion. It's very beautiful. And on this side, on the other side, people are lighting incense and diyas, lamps. So beautiful. So I asked someone over there, and this chanting and all the people sitting there, it's not an everyday thing because it's full moon today. That's why they have that. I've been to many Buddhist monasteries in Nepal, in Thailand. This one is totally different. It's not a monastery, I guess, so there's a difference. Very different experience, very unique. I'm really glad I made it.
So after a quick breakfast of idiyappam and coconut milk, this time I was going to take the train for the first time in Sri Lanka from Nuwara Eliya to Nuwara.
Hello guys, so I managed to get a train ticket. So this looks like this. It used to be like this. And I have to go now to, excuse me, platform for Nanu Oyo?
Platform number 2.
Number 2? Okay, thank you. It looks more like a tourist train. Look, everyone's waiting for the train. So yeah, it's so humid. Oh my god, it's so humid. They say that Nuwara Eliya is quite cool because it's probably one of the highest places in Sri Lanka. So anyway, being March, it's not going to be very cold. Yeah, so the trains are going to be packed and then everyone's going to get off. At the station is Nanu Oyo. Yeah, Nanu Oya. That's the station. I was really getting fed up with the buses because my backside was just so uncomfortable. So I was excited to take the train for 2 reasons. One is because I wanted to break from the buses, and also I've heard this train journey is really scenic and beautiful. However, it's delayed. So far it's 20 minutes delayed and we're still waiting for the train. So finally the train is here. The train is packed. So just packed in the train. I have something last week about I'm in third class. Wow.
This is so different than in the West because here, all the local people were so cooperative. All these boys in the corner were like, just come, And Korea boy seems to be having a really good time in this train.
Ok. C'est vrai qu'il y a plus de bruit parce que là, il y a trop de
So
vent.
this is the views on the train. But honestly, to be standing the whole time, and I wasn't proactive when there was a seat, so I finally managed to get a seat. So this is a lot on my back for standing for 3 hours. The train is delayed, it's quite slow. But now I can't complain.
It's for the views of these tea estates that people all want to get on that train. These intermittent stations, ladders, there's lots of different styles, but I thought this one was really, really cute. I mean, the way they've decorated it with the flowers and everything, they've really made an effort, and it's really sweet.
We reached Nanu Oya, and honestly I think it's a really not a good idea to take the train. It's just packed. It took so much longer. It would have been much quicker to take the bus. Yeah. So I mean, if you have reservations, it's different obviously, but if you're just going in the general carriage, it's really not worth the effort. Hello guys, I finally got to Nuwara Eliya. So this place is so beautiful. It's, I think, about 900 meters above sea level. So it's cool and, you know, fresh, crisp air, no humidity. As you can see, it's all, you find lots and lots of hotels and guest houses and all sorts in the tea estates. So it's just nice to walk up and down. So what I'm going to do today is just walk, actually, take in the views, get something to eat, take it easy. I've already spoken to a tuk-tuk driver, so he's going to come tomorrow, pick me up, and he's going to show me around everything. I think that's the quickest way to do it. Hi. Hi. People are so friendly here. Hi. Where are you going? Are you going?
We are going to temple.
A Buddhist temple?
Yeah.
How far is it from here?
1 kilometer.
Just straight up?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank
So my first impression of Nuwara Eliya is that it seems to be quite, it's got the European feel, quite a colonial feel, looks like, because of the weather and the greenery and everything. The British would have sort of, you know, liked this place and developed it. So you have the turf club and quite a nice food court, a golf course, and even the post office that's right behind me. It's got, you see the structure, the architecture and everything, it's still got that colonial touch. So it's very, very nice place. And so weather-wise as well, it's really nice, as I already mentioned. So this is the actual town center. So I'm going to see if I can find something to eat here. Seafood omelette with some French fries. So the seafood omelette is really good, actually. The fries are a little bit undercooked.
So I finished off with this pudding. I'm going to end the video here, guys. Thank you so much and see you in the next video.